So you just got a guitar. Congratulations, you are about to start an amazing journey. I can't wait to see where you go. But you might be wondering, okay, I have a guitar, but what else? What else do I need? Do I need a strap? Do I need a capo? Do I need pedals? Do I need any of these things? The answer to pedals is no, but you do need a few other things to really get started. And I'm gonna share those 5 things that I think are essential for all new guitar players. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. My name is Amy Mantis. I'm a guitarist, singer-songwriter, music teacher, and music student currently enrolled at the Laundry School of Music in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where I'm pursuing a master's degree in jazz and contemporary music. But today we're going to take it way back to early days. And I'm going to talk about what you need as a new guitar player. There are 5 essential things you need to have, in no particular order. Here we go. Number 1, a tuner. A tuner that is not on your phone, a tuner that you can just clip on and tune to. The reason why I say not on your phone is because if you're somewhere where it's noisy, it's not going to pick it up as well. And I'm a proponent of not using your phone while you're practicing as much as possible. That said, I use it for a metronome, but I digress. You want to have a tuner. It's going to be more accurate. It's going to be easier for you to use, and it's better in the long run. You're going to be using stomp box tuners. You're going to be using clip-on tuners. You're going to be using plug-in tuners. You're not going to be using your phone tuner when you're playing in a band. Thing number 2, picks. You want to have spare picks. Nay, you need to have spare picks because you're going to lose them. I don't know where they go. A lot of mine went in the washing machine. Not all of them came out. But you need to have spare picks. You don't want to use the same pick all the time. I learned that lesson the hard way. It just wears the pick down. Now, there are all kinds of picks. So what kind of picks do you get? I recommend for new guitar players, medium to extra heavy. So you have medium, heavy, and extra heavy. I like extra heavy. Julian Casper, my beloved teacher when I was at Berklee College of Music, he recommended extra heavy Dunlop, and I think I was playing them anyway, and I was like, well, they're good enough for Julian, they're good enough for me. And I really like them. So I can't tell you what the difference is between an extra heavy Jim Dunlop and an extra heavy Fender, but this is my preference. But experiment, they're cheap, and you're gonna lose them anyway, so get a bunch, mess around, see what you like. If you're an experienced guitar player, you know what you like, but you can always mess around with something new. Item number 3 that you need to have around as a guitar player, spare strings. You're gonna break your strings at some point. I broke my first string probably a week and a half into playing guitar, probably from over-tuning it because I didn't know what I was doing. And I had to go to the music store in my town because, again, I had no idea what I was doing, and brought my guitar in, and they're like, yeah, we'll just put a new string on there. And I was like, cool, how do I do that? So how do you do that? Well, we have YouTube now, so you can go watch a video about how to do it. But you want to have spare strings. These are D'Addario 10s. These are actually D'Addario balanced tension. Just get regular D'Addario 10s for now, you'll be fine. But if you want to try other brands, go for it. Ernie Ball, DR, GHS, they're all really good. Again, D'Addario, I use them because I use them. And I think that they're really good strings. So now, item number 4, technically not a thing, but an approach to playing guitar. You need to have a high tolerance for frustration, also known as patience. The guitar is hard. There's no 2 ways about it. It is a very difficult instrument to play. And you see the pros do it, and it looks so easy. They make it look so easy. And you're like, I can do that. And then you get a guitar and you're like, oh, I can't do that. The secret is you can. You just can't do it yet. It just takes time, it takes effort, it takes discipline, it takes kindness to yourself, it takes allowing mistakes to happen, it takes learning a whole new skill set. And it's a very broad skill set. There's a lot to cover, a lot of physicality, a lot of intellectual stuff, a lot of listening. It takes time. Like, there are no shortcuts to becoming a good guitar player or becoming the guitar player that you want to be. It takes time, lots and lots of time. And with time, it takes patience to sit there and to keep going keep going. I'm out of tune. To get from, trying to get your fingers to play a D chord to being able to move fluidly through chords, to scales, to songs, to all of it. I promise you can get there, but you have to be patient. And the last thing that I would say is essential for new guitarists in particular is a teacher, ideally an in-person teacher. And I say in-person because I experienced this firsthand during the pandemic when I was teaching a lot of young kids, and all of a sudden we had to all go online. And the things that I could have fixed for them in 12 seconds in person took 12 minutes online, because I had to tell them again and again and again where to put their finger instead of just being like, put it here. If you have someone who's an outside observer who can give you real-time feedback, you're going to get better faster. And I'm not saying to take lessons indefinitely, though you can. I've been playing guitar for 21 years and probably have had lessons for 17 of those, maybe 6, somewhere between more than 12, less than 21. But most of my guitar playing life, I've had a teacher. Love learning more about the guitar. So why wouldn't I go seek out people that are better than I am? It's part of why I decided to go get my master's, because I'm like, there are things I want to know and be able to do that I'm not getting on my own. But back to early days of playing guitar, it's really good to have somebody remind you, keep your thumb here, behind the neck, keep your fingers curled, keep your wrist close to the strings, how to move your fingers, where the scales are again, what the notes are. All of that is so much easier when you have real-time feedback with you. You can do so much online. You really can, and you can do a lot with an online teacher, on Zoom or whatever, but there's something about being in the room with somebody else and sharing that experience. It's so fun, and I promise you, your teacher loves it too. They wouldn't do it if they didn't, because there are far more lucrative ways to make a living than being a guitar teacher. But music is just it's so good. So find the teacher if you can. If you are on planet Earth, you can find a guitar teacher somewhere near you. And even if you just go once or twice a month, you don't have to go weekly. If you only have 2 lessons in your budget, go do that. If you only have 1 lesson in your budget, go do that. Just go check in every few weeks, and you'll see massive improvements. So I hope this was helpful, but let's recap before we sign off. What do you need? You need a tuner. I use a Snark. Get a Snark. They're cheap. They get the job done. Extra guitar picks. Go buy a pack of medium, heavy, extra heavy. They're out there. They're not that much money. Go get some extra strings, because you're gonna break some. And then bonus, learn how to change them. There are tons of great videos out here, and I'll probably make one at some point about how to change your strings. If you don't already have a high tolerance for frustration, develop one. And the guitar is a great way to help develop your patience and how to be patient and how to handle setbacks and handle frustration. So good on you for picking up the instrument. And the last thing that I think you need is a teacher in person. They're out there. And as long as the teacher is a little bit better than you, you're gonna learn a lot. So I hope that was helpful. Drop a line in the comments, and I'll see you all again real soon. Cheers.